In this session of Advanced Excel, we will master the pivot table for its advanced implementation. Now, whenever we have a huge amount of data available in a sorted form, for example, here we have a list of activities, their trades, their budgeted cost, the responsible manager for it, the material status for the activity, the lead time for the material, the activity status, and the duration. So a lot of information is available with us in the tabular form. So whenever we have information available in a tabular form, the pivot table can be very useful for the analysis of the data and to get the required output. Through this task, we will understand and master the use of pivot table. Now suppose you want all the activities under A, which is of civil trade. How you will get it? The one way our regular Excel user will do is the use of the filter command. So they will filter it, use the filter option, first filter whatever activities are under A by filtering the responsible manager, and the next thing they can filter is the trade to civil. So the only activity you left with will be the required ones, and the sum will be 294 in lakh, which is the desired output. But suppose you want a huge amount of data, not only a single output, you want a multiple output, then what you will do? And suppose these activities or the values in the data keeps on changing, then what you will do? In that case, the solution is the pivot table, which is the only option in Excel which can help you to save a huge amount of time by automation of the desired output. So let's understand how to use a pivot table. First you select the data and then you select the pivot table from insert, and then there is the option that where you want this pivot table to be applied. You can select the new workbook. Now here the pivot table is applied on the table which comprises of the data. Now the fourth thing that you need to understand is these four options, which is report filter, column label, row label, and the values. And in this video we will understand these four options. So all the heading of the table are now available in the pivot table. Now let's see how to get the desired output and how to use the pivot table. Now we want total civil work under A. So that's mean we need to filter civil work and we need to filter Mr. A. So let's go to our pivot table and let's see how we can implement it to get the desired output of 294. Now here you have the option and here you have the four category. So whenever we select any category, it automatically goes to the row label. So by default the row label is selected. So everything will be listed row wise. So when I select the responsible manager, it automatically go into row. Now if you want that information to be in column, you can drag the particular field to the column label, and then you can select other information also. So again when we selected trade, by default it go into the row label, and when you select any value, it will by default go to the values. So now we understand that in row label the values will be listed in the rows, in column label the value will be listed in the column, and in the value option either we will get a sum of all the values under that if it has a numeric digit. Now when we use this option, now you can see we have all the responsible manager in the column, we have all the trade in the row, and we have the sum of the budgeted cost in the value. And in this way we are getting a desired output of 294 of total civil work under A. Now let's see finishing work under B and C. Now finishing work under B and C. So if we make the sum of 116 and 140, then it comes out to be 256. Now let's enter the output in the provided cell. So when we put 256, it's showing green, that's mean the value is correct. Now suppose you want total MEP and interior work started. So now one condition is there that we have to filter the started activity. Now first we will select the field of activity status. Now it automatically go into the row. You can also take it into the report filter. So when we take it into the report filter, let's see what happened. An options comes at the top of the table where we can filter our information, and we want to filter all the started activity, so we can easily select this option. So when we select all, we get the entire work. When we select only started, then we get only the started activity. Now our objective is to find total started interior and MEP work, which comes out to be 821 lakh. So in this way we can easily get the data based on our requirement. Now the fourth thing that we need to find out is the total structure work not started under Mr. B. So now we have two filters. First we want work not started, that too of structure, that too under B. So that comes out to 294. We get the correct result. Now in this way we have understood the basic use of pivot table. However, we will further understand the more features which are available, and once you use it once or twice, it will become much clearer to you. Now when we have trade as well as the responsible manager under the row, then we get each trade wise, manager wise, the value of the budgeted cost. Now suppose instead of sum we want the number of activities. In that case, you go to value field option in the values, and instead of sum you select the count. And when you click OK, now you can see there are 25 civil activities, out of which under A is 6 number activities, finishing is 16 activities, interiors is 16, and MEP is 26 activities, making a sum of 100 activities. Now when you make responsible manager as a filter, now we can see that under A there are 26 activities, under B there are 10 activities, out of which 2 are civil activities. So in this way the count option under value is also very useful. Now it's your time to try your hands on the task for the pivot table, so you not only understand it but implement it and remember it for the lifetime. Also, whenever any values in the table changes, the pivot table get automatically updated when you go to the refresh data option. So that also makes the entire data analysis more dynamic in nature. So let's master the pivot table option in Excel.